Hey there, welcome to another Warframe guide. Today we're going to look at Warframe's favourite resource farming necromancer, Nekros. Nekros is a necromancer-like type of Warframe with two main builds. These are usually called the Despoil or the Shield of Shadows build. The Despoil build focuses on creating as much loot as possible in a team, while the Shield of Shadows build focuses on making Nekros as tanky as possible. Nekros can be obtained from defeating Lephantis in the Orokin Derelict. The prime version of Nekros has increased shields, armor, and energy capacity, but is currently vaulted. Nekros' Despoil build is great for crowd control and farming resources, and his Shield of Shadows build is great for soaking up high amounts of damage and protecting objectives. However, Nekros lacks any real damage potential or nuking abilities, making him much slower in extermination type missions than other Warframes. These are the two main mods we'll be using. The Despoil build can be done in two ways. I use a group Despoil build which has a higher ability range and a solo Despoil build with reduced range but better survivability. Stretch, Overextended and Cunning Drift for range and Rush for increased movement speed. Vitality and Health Conversion for survivability. Despoil for the Augment mod and Synth Reflex for faster weapon switching. And finally Fleeting Expertise to reduce the health drain from the Despoil Augment mod. I use Corrosive Protection for all three builds for reduced enemy armor. With 250 range, you can desecrate bodies over 60 meters away to ensure that the most amount of loot is generated. For my solo desecrate build, enemies are more likely to die closer to me, and so range is not as important. Therefore, I take out Overextended and opt for more tankier options like Gladiator Resolve, Rolling Guard, or Adaption. For the Shield of Shadow build, we want to focus on duration and strength. Once again, I'm using Health Conversion and Vitality as my survivability mods. Augur Message, Constitution and Continuity for duration, and Blind Range and Power Drift for power strength. Shield of Shadows and Despoil for the Augment mods. If you are not planning on using the Desecrate ability, Despoil can be swapped out for Streamline instead, or any mod that you would like. At 207% duration and 205% strength, your shadows will only lose 1% of health per second and can reduce up to 84% of damage when all shadows are alive. However, this does cost up to 150 energy to activate. Since I'm using the generic tree, this is not much of a problem for me. However, you can swap out Augur Message for Streamline or Flow if this is too much. A couple of things to note if you decide to change the Shield of Shadows build is that the Augment mod is capped at 90% damage reduction. Therefore, going past 214% power strength will not be useful. The link is also affected by range mods, so you can have a range higher than 50 meters if you so choose. So, those are my builds that I use for Nekros. Let me know what you think of them, and if you run anything different, feel free to recommend any videos or improvements that I can make. Hopefully this helped and that you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye. Nekros' Despoil Grilled. Nekros' Despoil Grilled. Nekros' Despoil build is great for crowd control. Bruh. Nekros' Despoil Grilled.